Now you can. Aha. No audio. Well, I thought that, you know, just for the fun of it, you guys could all read lips, and that way I could say anything I pretty well wanted, because very few of you can do that. All right. We'll start over. And actually, the mic was on, but the one volume control was still turned down that I neglected to turn up when I turned the music down.
Well, Raven's Nature says you still can't. Okay, now you can. Okay, they can hear you now.
Okay. I see some people talking out here about DaVinci Resolve. Hey, that's a great editing program. Matter of fact, I have it here. I've used it. I have it loaded on the computer right now. I'm kind of bouncing back and forth between their version 15 and version 16. The 15 is the quote-unquote stable version. The 16's kind of still, it's newly released beta type software. There are some bugs in it, but they're getting those fixed up here pretty quickly. So anyway, yeah, that's good software. We also use Cyberlinks, Power Director. We also use Filmora. What else do I have currently loaded on here? I'm not sure. I guess the point, what I'm trying to make is I have some different tools in the toolbox, and depending upon what I'm doing is maybe what tool I will grab. Some of them are a big adjustable wrench, and other ones are kind of fine-tuned with tiny wrenches. So, but DaVinci Resolve is probably the best piece of software anywhere for color correction. The color correction in DaVinci Resolve is just absolutely outstanding. So anyway, that's neither here nor there. So you could probably tell from the title tonight. Is someone fishing in your pond? It's not YouTube. Well, I tried to do a little bit of a play on words. I am absolutely terrible at clickbait. I can't come up with clickbait for nothing. But when was it we got email from Wanda? 2 days ago? Last week. We had gotten some emails from some different folks within the homesteading community that they were getting these emails supposedly from YouTube, indicating that there's a problem. And lo and behold, we got one of those today. So let me throw it up on the screen here. I don't know if this is big enough for you all to see or not, but we'll find out. This is the email that we received today. And it simply reads, "Hello, Two Family Homestead. Your YouTube channel was reported to contain several spam videos. But you don't have to worry. Our YouTube team will supervise your channel and send you email about the process." Isn't that nice of them? They're going to supervise my channel. You are advised to upload no more new videos before reviewing is over. So they're telling me don't upload anything. You are required to fill in the following questionnaire in reply to this email. If you don't fill in the questionnaire and our team fails to review your channel as a result, your channel will be closed. Thanks for the patience. Well, isn't that nice of them? they send me a notice that says, oh, please respond to this, and if you don't, we're going to just close your channel. Now, what do they want? They want the channel URL. Why would they want the channel URL? I can go get the URL of anybody in the chat right now. I can go get the URL of all your channels. So why would they want that? And they want the channel content subject. Again, if there's a problem on the channel, why do they want this? Copyright? Yes or no? Well, believe it or not, folks, if you create original content, the copyright belongs to you. Because you have published it. Original content, it's yours. And then they want the channel password. The sad thing is, there are people that will see this email and they will respond. And I mean, after all, it's coming from YouTube, right? From YouTube support, no less. That's what it says in the return address. So, folks, don't fall for this crap. Just don't. The sad part about it is, this seems to be an impossible thing to fix. There's always, okay, use proper language here. There's always an individual or a group of individuals out there that seem to just want to play. They want to try to fool people. They want to see how gullible people are. And they want to, I don't know what they want to do. I don't know what they want to do. But this was sent this morning at 5:24 a.m. our time. I'm not even sure what to say about it. There is a process that I can report this email to Gmail, to Google, as a spam email, and I will do that. I will follow through that. But I am guessing that that it probably just goes in a trash somewhere. I doubt that my little reply in the gazillions of emails that traverse through their system would ever be seen by anybody with any authority or knowledge to do anything of any substance. It just probably isn't going to happen. But I will do that. At least I've done my part. So, that's number one. If you get an email like this, do not respond to it. Do not respond. Do not ever, ever, ever give out your password to your channel. It just don't do it. That's about the best thing I can say. Let's see what else I have up over here. Oh, we have new t-shirts and tank tops. Let's see what we have here. We have classic tees. We have toddler classic tees. We have pullover hoodies. Women's classic tees. Classic tank top. Girls, check this out. Leggings. Kids premium tees. And a baby onesie. Can't you just picture smudge on a baby? So anyway, we have some new stuff out in Teespring, and if you guys would like to pick up, you know, a couple dozen, just you can pass them out as gifts. Use them for Christmas presents for your friends and family. I'm teasing. Anyway, I want to. That's the only one we have on, or is there more than one design?
That's the one that Sheila S.H. Monami did, the picture.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I saw this. It's pretty neat. And she's in the chat.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the actual author of this design is the S.H.
Momini.
S.H. Momini is the actual artist behind the I don't know. I see those glasses, and I'm not sure what to think. It's cute. We like it a lot. So, all right, we have that. One of the other things I did, because I was somewhat curious, I went and did a Google search on the spam emails, seeing what I would find here. A couple of YouTube videos showed up, not a lot. Some general things on what to do with phishing emails. I'm not going to go through all this stuff. I mean, we could spend a couple hours on this. This is a government deal here, right? Yeah, this is a government deal where you can report phishing emails, phishing sites. I can't put a lot of stock into this. There's so much of it out there. So I'm not really sure what the best way is to handle that. Just do not respond to it. Now this is from Gmail. And this is how you report any emails that you get that you have decided, and more than likely is, if you've come to that conclusion, it is a spam phishing email. This is how you report it to Gmail. Well, you click on reply, but don't click send. There's a series of 3 little dots beside that. So you click more. If you are using classic Gmail, you click the down arrow, and then you click report phishing. So that's how you handle that as far as Gmail is concerned. Now, you know, I mentioned the government thing here. There's all kinds of crazy things you can do to report this. I mean, they even have a phone number out here. I'm guessing if you call, you'll get put on terminal hold with some music playing, answering machine they're not paying anybody for. And I don't know if you've all heard it or not, but New York, the state of New York, is now in the news because they have joined.
You're asking for trouble.
No, I don't think so. I don't think I'm asking for trouble at all, but I do want to say this. There are now 13 states and the District of Columbia that allow driver's license for people that are not legally in the country. So my whole point is, if the government can't control this, how can they even begin to think about handling phishing emails? Now that's just an opinion, but California, Colorado, Connecticut, Delaware, District of Columbia, Hawaii, Illinois, Maryland, Nevada, New Mexico, New York, Utah, Vermont, and Washington, you can be an illegal immigrant and get a driver's license. How about that? Just thought I'd mention that so you're all aware and extra careful if you're driving through any of those states or live in one. Big Bear Homestead, good evening. Well, we got in here tonight. We got a few people. So, all right. I guess my rant's over. We're on the, we've gone over the phishing emails. I will put it up on the screen here one more time so you can see it, because they all look alike. We've had a couple forwarded to us from other channels, and the verbiage in the email's the same, and they're out there trying to snow you. That's really what it amounts to. I can assure you that YouTube is never going to ask you for your password. They don't need to. I mean, they have all the back end rights in the world. They don't need your password. So, on to bigger and better things. All right. I am on Smudge's channel, and I've had some requests on channel art. Now I mentioned this earlier. I'll mention it again. There is a party in the room here that just does absolutely outstanding channel art, thumbnails. I don't know where they find the time to do it, but that's Dangerous Criminals. They're out of Hawaii, and they might consider helping somebody out with doing something if they, I don't know. I mean, they don't have a sign out or anything, but they do some fantastic work. I'm going to talk about basic stuff. And basic stuff is, what do I want to do with this picture on top of my YouTube channel?
Peter has a question for you.
All right, I'm going to reread this. So how can someone like us repair damage that has been done to their channel in order to get views? Viral video? I don't know. I don't have any good answer for you at all, Jason. I really don't. Or if it's not Jason, if it's, for all I know, it's one of the kids. But I know Jason and I have had some talks on this that they put out, for those of you that don't know who Big Bear Homestead is, and I would hope that everybody in here not only knows Jason, but is subscribed to him. They have been doing homesteading in the current style of homesteading since it's been reinvented, I guess. I mean, people can go back and say, well, you know, we grew up doing this. We didn't know it was called homesteading. That's kind of what they're doing. They have a farm. They have about 20 acres. They raise their own cattle. They raise their own goats, chickens, ducks, geese.
Goats.
They don't have any goats? Thought they had goats. I thought, Jason, do you have goats? Or did you have goats? Why did I think you had a goat? I don't know. He hasn't answered yet. But the whole point is that the information that they have shared with folks is absolutely incredible. I have an idea, Jason, and I'll just sort this out. Just because you made a video on how to do something 6 years ago, there's no reason you can't make a new video on the same thing.
Reinvent it.
Yeah, reinvent the wheel. Yeah, they have sheep now, but they had goats way back in the day. Sheep and goats are really related, aren't they? They both have 4 legs. So, just, like I say, just because you did a video on stump grinding 6 years ago doesn't mean you can't do a new video today on stump grinding. The methods of distribution for the videos today is different than it was way back when. And YouTube is attempting, in a lot of ways, I feel, to be more transparent as to the problems that they face in the distribution of the videos. As many of you know, we were able to host Jason and family for an evening here this past weekend because they were up here in the Ohio area and needed someplace to stay in. We just said, hey, jump in the camper and help yourself. No, he was up giving talks at Hatchery. That was about 35 miles from us. And birds and humans have 2 legs. Doesn't mean they're really... Okay, Homestead in the Highlands. I point taken. Anyway, where was I? Oh, they visited last weekend, and he did a live stream from here. They did their regular Saturday Night Live off of my system here, or our system. Shouldn't say mine. It's ours. It's Sherry's and mine. And I don't know how many in the chat here right now have gone through the experience of the rash of your video is not approved for all advertisers, your video monetization has been removed from your video because it's not safe for all advertisers, or this, that, or whatever reason. I mean, it happens usually pretty darn quick. Like as soon as your video hits YouTube, frequently within minutes, it's flagged. And we went through it. I don't know, BC Truck's in here. He went through it in a huge way. Yeah, he's in here. Yeah, BC Truck, he went through that in a huge way where I think probably 50% of his videos all of a sudden weren't safe for advertisers and demonetized on those videos, or where he couldn't collect the pittance of advertising that YouTube pays the creators. I noticed that Jason is still experiencing that, and I don't know what it is. And I am curious, Jason. This is something I'm going to share this with you, with everybody, because I don't know where our community stands as far as that being a problem. I know that there's a lot of people in here right now that are new enough YouTubers. They probably never went through that. But I am wondering, I know that you have a lot of things fixed on your channel, as we do too. We have a lot of the default settings on our channel, as far as we have created descriptions that kind of stick with the channel. Default upload settings. And I don't know what's triggering this stuff. And YouTube's not so kind as to reach out to small channels and nudge them in the right direction. I am pretty certain if you're a Casey Neistat, or if you're a PewDiePie, or any of these other monster YouTube channels where they have, well, let's just throw a number out, say 10 million plus subscribers, they probably have the ability that they can just dial up somebody at YouTube and say, what's going on here? You know, what am I doing? Now, having just vented about that, the page you see up on the screen, Smudge Two-Family Homestead, well, that account was created for this fella. Is he working? There he is. Smudge Two-Family Homestead. He's our bot. He's our automated little advertiser that we have in the background that people can interact with if they so want. If they want to get a link, like they want our Amazon link, they could type in Amazon and he will give you our Amazon link. Or he talks about Thrive Life. And so he's just our little advertiser. But in order to have this bot, you have to have a user. So that's the reason of the channel created Smudge Two-Family Homestead. Now, as a side note to that, it's been an excellent little source of information to show and teach people how to do things like the banners, how to do the various pages, to set up different things, to customize the channel, different things that can be done. It's just worked out as a bonus for that. So what I did here today, and then goofed, but what I did here today is I uploaded a couple of other small videos, 14 seconds, a couple 1-minute videos.
There's a question before you do that.
There's a question. Okay.
Mimsy's Garden, do you use an app on your computer to upload longer videos faster?
No. No. I can tell you this. There was a time I would upload videos directly from an editing program, such as a Filmora, or from Power Director, an upload directly from those editing programs. I do not do that. I edit everything out locally on the hard drive, and I edit my videos and produce them to the YouTube specifications, which are not your, if you were going to produce a DVD, if you were going to produce a video for high quality, you would not use these specifications. But this is what YouTube recommends. They say these videos will not only upload faster, they'll compress better. It takes shorter time for them to do their thing to the video to get it ready to publish. So I use their specs. And I create it all locally. I take that completed file and upload it by clicking, and I'll just kind of show you right here. There's a little camera up here on the top, kind of on the right hand side. If I click on that, that's where you can choose to upload a video or to go live. Well, I don't go live in this fashion. This is very, a lot of people do, and there's nothing wrong with that. This is very similar to a phone. They've made it very easy for folks to go live from a computer. But I click on upload video, at which time it changes the page. You have your choice as to how you want the video to be uploaded. I use unlisted to upload the video. And I do that for a couple reasons. The unlisted video is public. It's just nobody knows about it. They can't browse to see it. But if I have it unlisted, if I did a video and I want if I want Single Dad Homesteading to review that video, and I don't want to make it public, I don't want the white picket fence to see the video, but I want Single Dad Homesteading. So if I make it unlisted, I can send Single Dad Homesteading a link to that video, and he can go see it. Now, the bad part about that is if he shares that link with anybody else, well, then other people can go see it too. So it's not like it's privately shared. It's just unlisted. Once somebody has the link, anybody that has that link can go see it. The other part about that is, and this was a thing that we learned in going through the not safe for advertiser stage, if it was unlisted, frequently, and there was a long time that this happened to us, would upload a video, and within, I don't even know if the video was done uploading, we get the notification back, not safe for advertisers, not safe for all advertisers. Your video is demonetized. If I sent it unlisted, it would trigger that because it truly is a public video. It's just not findable, but it is a public video. So therefore, their little catch to demonetize it worked on it. I would always appeal that, and it would take anywhere from 12 to 24 hours, sometimes 3 or 4 days in the early time period to this, to say, oh, okay, this video, there's nothing wrong with it. You can go through and use it. So if I did this on the unlisted platform, it would trigger that, then I'd appeal it, and they'd go through, and then that way, by the time that they finally got it through their heads that the video was okay, I come back in and I make it public, which shows that it was just published. And that's when your videos typically do the best. Right when you first publish them, that's when you get the rush. That's when you publish a video and you announce to the world that you have a new video out there. You put links to it on where we go. We go Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, different Facebook groups. Wherever you can announce to the world that you've got new content out there to get people to come look at that video, that's when the big rush comes in. So that's, and for those of you that maybe follow like Roots and Refuge, the reason that they've done this a couple times now, they've done these premieres and then followed it by a live chat. They'll do the premiere because this builds up some expectation They had, over 2,000 in the, they did a premiere Sunday night. They had over 2,000 people watching that boom all at once, because it's like a live stream. It's like a live stream. It's got a chat run alongside of it. They're in the chat. People's all chatting back and forth. And that's just such a big inrush on this video. And YouTube takes notice. They're going, oh, who's taking up all the bandwidth over here on this server? Well, maybe it's Roots and Refuge. Over 2,000 people looking at this video. And the thing is, some of these people, you know, they're going away for a little bit, coming back, clicking back in and out. Well, every time they do that, that's another view. It's another view. It's another view. So by the time the video was done, and it's, geez, it wasn't a long video, 15 minutes, 10 minutes. It had over 4,000 views. By the time that they stopped, it had over 4,000 views. And within an hour, it was over 8,000. It's just crazy. Well, that also set them up right away then for their live stream, for all these people just to jump into their live stream. So Jess and Maya market everything in a very, very good way. And, you know, once you can build yourself up to that many followers, you can do the same thing. It's a long road. It's a long road. I mean, the Roots and Refuge, although they've gotten big very quickly, this is at least their third go at it. And the first couple times anyway, they pretty much just went away from it, left it alone. Their videos have always been good, but it just takes the right combination. I think
Jason, but people going in and out like that, doesn't that hurt audience retention?
well, sure, to a degree, but what degree? You got 2,000 people in there that are bouncing. They're not all bouncing in and out. There's a high percentage that are there the entire time. There's a high percentage when they go back and look at it later, they're going to watch it through the entire thing. And all of these analytics are now shown on the YouTube Studio Beta, where it will show you let's see if I'm curious. It's going to smudge its YouTube Studio Beta. And we're going to go into videos first. And this is the only one that's been there for a while. I have it unlisted. I probably should have it as, I may have to turn those as. And let's go into the analytics on this video. All right. Obviously, this is not getting looked at. This is a very poor representation of what you'll probably see on your channel. But this is the audience retention area on this video. And you can see it starts out here at 100% when they first come in. In a very, very short order, people are starting dropping off. Now, there's not very many views on this. I don't know, 10 views or something maybe. But you can see how quickly this drops off. But then look here, it pops back up again. Well, from at 24 seconds in, it was down to 45.5%. At 26 seconds in, it's back up to 54.5%. So what happened there? Well, like I said, we're working with little tiny numbers here.
You have questions and comments in here from Big Bear and Chris.
But one person jumped back in and watched some more there. All right. Let me get in here and see what's... When you have that many, well, when you only get 50 people in there that are coming and going, that hurts, right? I'm not sure that hurts as much as you feel that it might hurt. Go in and look at your videos. Very, very few videos are watched to the end. And you can tell by this audience retention area where things drop off.
Jason said you still have the keys to our channel. Feel free to pull it up and use it for examples.
I don't know if I have the keys to your channel, but all right. Let me do this. I'm going to put our phishing letter back up here, and let's see what I can do here.
So if you're watching two lives at the same time, do they both get time count?
Sure they do, but okay, yes, they do. They both get time count. And YouTube is not stupid at all. You think that they don't know that there are people out there that pull up people's playlists and just leave them run to try to get hours? Do you think that they put a lot of value into that? That's one of the reasons, in my opinion, that's one of the reasons they say you got to have so many hours of time of watch time to be monetized. You can get a lot of hours in a hurry doing live streams with fair numbers of people. Okay. You were right, Jason. I did still have it here. I hadn't cleared out the browser here. So, in the last 28 days, these were the top performing videos for Big Bear Homestead. Raising your own beef cattle for beginners. Raising cattle for beginners. Growing peaches from a seed. Difference between pig breeds. And hugelkultur for beginners. And of course there's more. But let's just go to this one. And let's look at the audience retention. The entire video, it looks to me like it's what, 12 minutes long roughly? And you can see how the retention has dropped off. 36 seconds into the video, 25% of the people have already dropped off that video. Two minutes into the video, we're down to 65%. See, the halfway point should be somewhere around 6 minutes, less than half. So over half the original viewers are already gone halfway into the video. Their overall views are down a little bit. Watch time is down a little bit, but it's not a lot. I mean, one video will make a difference there. We'll pop that back up. And it's still getting views. I mean, this is a real-time graph. It's updating live. So not all that long ago, they've, well, today, between 8 and 9 o'clock, they've had there was three more viewers of this video. And from 7 to 8, there were 7. And from 6 to 7, there were 7 viewers. And from 5 to 6, there was 2. So, the video is still getting watched. If you want to see more, you can go in here and click see more.
He said that video's a year old.
Okay. But that's been your top performing one. And it's still being watched. This, folks, when you do a live stream like the one you're watching right now, these live streams are good for the moment. They are not good for down the road. The video we were just looking at, as Jason says, was over a year old, or about a year, or whatever. And it's still getting views right now. Live stream is not gonna. It's not gonna happen with a live stream.
And we still get views on that pineapple one.
Well, a video, but not early. So let's look here just a little bit deeper. Raising your own beef cattle for beginners. Let's see where the traffic source is. Suggested videos. So this is views. You know, if they're watching another video, when that video's over, what pops up on the screen, or the little list down on the right hand side, those are what YouTube counts as suggested videos for that viewer. So that's the #1 source for this video's content, both in watch time a minute, number of views, for average view duration, which is 6 minutes and 21 seconds, what the total impressions were, and the click-through rate. Those are all good numbers. YouTube search, browse features, external sources. This would be coming in and looking at it from Facebook, coming in and getting it from Twitter, or a website somewhere. And this is not good. So how could he increase that? Well, if that video were linked, for example, on his website, and people were getting to it from there, or from YouTube, or perhaps from another channel. Maybe he got into a collaboration with another channel and they had the video featured in a playlist on their channel. That comes back from other YouTube features. Channel pages, direct or unknown. I mean, if over a year only 66 views, I don't know. In playlists, it's only been viewed 19 times out of a playlist. Now, let's see who's viewing it. Well, United States, which stands to figure, is by far the biggest viewer here. Canada's second. This one I find interesting is South Africa. Let's see what viewer age. Data is still processing. Check back later. That's interesting. Okay. Jason, this may be a real, I don't know if it'd be a wake up for you or what here. Look at your subscription status of the views on your video. Not subscribed, by far, it's the biggest watchers of this video. Now their average view duration is not as high as subscribed, but out of the watch time minutes, almost 93% of the watch time minutes came from people that are not subscribed to your channel. I find that fascinating. Let's see what kind of devices they've been looking at. Mobile phone, by far the biggest viewer. So over 10,500 minutes of watch time on a mobile phone versus roughly 4,600 on a computer. And we're not even going to be concerned about ad types and so on and so forth. We'll go back to let's just go back into the videos here. The studio beta, and I'm still learning my way around in this, does divide it up for you between regular uploaded videos and live streams. And Jason, I can't explain this either. Because these top these top 6 live stream indicators are nothing. And this goes all the way back to January 11th. You'll find corresponding actual live stream events on this live replay. So this is the one from last Saturday night that was broadcast from our home. So if I go into it and I click the analytics and here's the audience retention. But look what the live stream has done as compared to his overall averages for the videos. That's what this gray line is running across here. That's his average video time. This blue line down here at the bottom, that's just from that live stream. So just to go back to that, let's go back to uploads. And let's just jump into this one. This one didn't do quite as well as the average, but you can see how it jumped up and is continuing just to stay right around here. I don't know. So I want to get this back off of here. Let's go back to Smudge.
Go to the main part of that for a moment.
Main part of
the main channel.
Of
the main page.
Smudge's main page?
Yes. Is there a... Yes, there is a discussion. Okay.
All right. What I started to say about this, I uploaded these 3 videos here tonight, or earlier today, to use them as some examples as far as making playlists and so forth, which I don't think we're going to get to here tonight. But as soon as I clicked out of the upload area, I had a message pop up on the screen. I can only assume that this happens to all YouTube channels that are small, that are tiny, fledgling YouTube channels. And they said that it said that YouTube will be sending Smudge emails on how to improve his channel. And I thought that was fabulous. So I'm curious, and I will keep everybody here informed, because I'll keep reporting back on that. Here's what YouTube is suggesting that Smudge do to make his channel better. I just love it, because now I have YouTube that's gonna help out Smudge. We just have to go in and check the emails. All right, it is 9 o'clock. We didn't get to do near as much as what I wanted to do. It kind of got away from me. And I know somebody had asked about the banners, but I would easily jump into 20 minutes on that, between creating an entire banner and not. Let me do this much at least. A good site to get royalty-free pictures. Pixabay.com is just one of a website where it costs you nothing to download high-quality pictures, and they have a lot of them. And this is an ideal place to get a background for your YouTube banner. So I just kind of wanted to throw that out. You can go in here, and these are free pictures for you to use. It's searchable. We can go in and search for
your boy's asking you a question.
spring landscape, and we get all of these to choose from. Okay. Hey boy, the GoPro one, is that the question? All right. On my GoPro, I use the settings 1080 by 60. What's that mean? That means that you are recording at a 1080p format, which is HD, 60 frames per second, which is fine. Jason, you can probably jump in on this a little bit more, because I know you are a lot more familiar with the GoPro than what I am. I'm still learning that particular camera. I control all of my slow motion type stuff through the editing. I can't tell you that the faster that you have filmed the image or the video, the more frames per second you filmed it, the smoother result you will have when it is slowed down, because there's more content. It doesn't have to stretch out. So filming at 60 frames a second and then slowing down to 30, that's like half speed. And that will give you a better picture than if you filmed at 30 frames a second and slowed it down to 15, just for example. There's nothing wrong with doing 1080 by 60. You truly do not need to even mess with 4K. Huge file sizes, long time to edit, long time to upload, unless you have massive upload speeds. Takes more resources to edit it, takes more disk space to save back files. There's no reason to mess with 4K. Chances are the majority of your viewers are viewing this on a phone, and the human eye being able to ask, number one, if you have a phone that can display 4K, the human eye would have a hard time being able to tell the difference side by side between just a 1080p upload and a 4K upload on the phones. It just, there's so little difference. The screen size is so small. Now, yes, if they're going to watch it on an 80-inch big screen TV, well, okay, you can tell a difference there. But how many people are watching your stuff on an 80-inch screen sitting in their living room, and they're certainly not carrying it around in their pocket? So I'm hoping that answers your question for the GoPro.
Big Bear disagrees.
Okay, and well, that's what we're here for, to disagree. And we could go on and talk about that quite a bit. Yeah, if you're filming in 4K, you just huge files. To me, that's the biggest drawback. Huge files. Spicy white bear, 55-inch for me in my living room. So, don't forget about our new smudge t-shirts and other merchandise. Thrive Life, all the stuff that we do. I understand your thought process, Jason, but I don't know that it's necessary. I mean, it's not giving you a bigger picture, it's just more detailed. I mean, are you okay? He has a Hero 7 Black, or at least that's what I have, and I know Jason has that as well. That's a Kima's Ridge. I have trouble being framed up with a flip screen. I think that Jason, if I'm not mistaken, you have to have that external mic adapter for any of the GoPros. I mean, the 7 Black does not have it. You have to use an external mic adapter. And for those of you that are maybe in the market to pick up an action camera like a GoPro, I would mention that you check out DJI's GoPro lookalike. I'll just say it that way. It's the same size as a GoPro. The stabilization is, from what I've seen, is just as good. It has a viewer on the front of the camera, so you can be framed up, Jason. You can actually see on the front of the if your eyes will focus that small, you can actually see what it's taking a shot of from the front of the camera. And it's $50 cheaper than the Hero 7. Okay, and Jason, I just read your thing here about the footage at the Meyer hatchery. I'm curious, if you didn't have the external mic on your GoPro, would the audio be okay? I'm wondering if it's somewhere in the external mic hookup, either in the cabling from the microphone, in the battery. Maybe not battery. Is there a switch on the microphone? I'm wondering if it's in the external mic portion of it. What was what called, Single Dad? Okay, I see Morgan is chiming in there. I'm wondering if that's it. That there's a problem with the actual cabling between the GoPro and the external mic. Well, of course, the other thing you can do, Jason, is you can actually record your audio on your phone separate from the GoPro and pop them together. Well, Mimsy's Garden's telling you.
I'll buy it.
Okay, I'm not sure what Single Dad wanted or was talking about. Well, Jason, maybe it's afraid of you the way you talk to it. Thank you, Mimsy's Garden. So Daryl has done purchasing any computer / camera equipment.
Yeah, they don't know the computer stuff he bought this past winter.
Yeah, I built a computer this past winter. That's the one we're operating on now. Some of you have maybe seen it, but big desktop unit. Yeah, at this point, single dad, I need camper tires. I need
Cash to go to Louisiana.
yeah. If we had extra money laying around, we would probably make this trip down to Louisiana for this new meetup. But we're not gonna do. I think.
Why are you boys asking what you used to edit?
Okay, I have currently loaded at least 3 different editing programs. 4. I have Filmora 9. I have Filmora 8. I have Filmora Pro. I have Power Director 17, Power Director 16, Power Director 15. Those are all 3 loaded. I have DaVinci, both 15 and 16, so I have all those loaded. See, here's some stuff that you pick up in these chats, and I'm if anyone out there has any camera questions, you might want to get a hold of Wildcat Hollow Farm.
Chris wants to know what size tires. I might know a guy.
Well, I'm looking at what are they? 225, 75R, 15s, 10 ply, load range E.
Round ones.
Yes, round ones.
So glad you're related. Okay. Well, we got all kinds of conversations going on here. Well, the problem is single dad. Yeah, you're a few miles from us.
Yeah, there's a problem with that. For me to drive down to your place to get them, I don't know that you could, if you gave them to me, it would cost me as much money as just going out and buying them all new here. We are listening, Daryl. Keep talking. Okay. So anyway, can't be serious all the time. I'm going to see you in August. Yes, they are that bad. We have to make a trip to Michigan and Missouri, all before we.
I still want to go to Rochester, and I still want to go to Florida.
Yeah, yeah, and at this point in time, I don't want to go more than 20 miles from the house.
You can roll them to you.
Okay. Well, Chris, I appreciate it. I really do.
And meet white picket fence halfway in Missouri.
That would be Hannibal, right? Okay, yeah, that's some things coming up. Anybody going to the Pratt Family Homestead meetup, Hootenanny, we will be there. We're going to the Life Conference in Hannibal, Missouri. We will be going to the Homesteaders of America Conference in Virginia. And we have a trip to make to Florida, so that may involve meeting up somebody along the way. I don't know.
Possible 2 meetups in Kentucky.
And yeah, there's Stringfield. Yeah, Stringfield Ridge Farm has a meetup in Kentucky, and Stivers has a meetup in Kentucky. We will probably be attending those. Imagine Acre Woods. Well, hello to you. Thank you for stopping in. The one of the tires is the one side of the tire is as bald as I am, so it just is not conducive to high-speed driving on the road. Brenda. Thank you very much, Brenda.
Yep, Deep South, and well, that's 2020, Mimsy. 2020, we start all over.
Yes, much needs to get a job.
Tire buyer? You looked at that site? Have you heard of that?
I have not. I've not looked at Tire Buyer. I mean, no.
They're Ohio, so.
I will do that, Sakima's Rich. Thank you for the heads up on that.
Boy, North Idaho. Oh my God.
Yeah, we'll definitely need tires long before then. I need them now before we make another trip. The one thing about in Sakima's Ridge, I'm just a little hesitant. It seems that you have very, very limited choice in trailer tires. The majority of them being Chinesium, and a lot of people just call them Chinese bombs. I certainly don't need a tire blowing apart on the highway at 65 mile an hour.
Bad enough we had an awning blow apart on the highway.
So there's but a couple of American trailer tire companies.
Look at Big Bears.
One third of it here. Yeah, the tires that I've pretty much decided that I want to get are the Goodyear Marathons, and they're, if I get them at Sam's Club, that's the cheapest place I've found to get them, is Sam's Club. And that also gives you the advantage that they can be serviced at any, I should say Walmart / Sam's Club, either way, but they could be serviced at any Walmart / Sam's Club throughout the United States if we're on the road.
They have Wrangler truck tires on their fifth wheel.
Yeah, we'll put new tires on the truck this year. Sakima's Ridge on your fifth wheel camper, is that 16-inch wheels? I'm betting, maybe.
Why they? Brenda, what did you start?
Mimsy's Garden.
Thank you, Mimsy.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, I Fairy Tale Creations, I have been looking. Believe me, I have been looking. Yeah, 16-inch. Yeah, if you move to a 16-inch wheel, the options open up greatly. Yeah, they open up a huge amount. And I guess if I'd have known we were going to stay on this long, I could have just continued right along and made a new banner here, but Anything else that we're doing here, or are we? Okay, folks, it's past time. Thank you all so much for being here. We still got almost 30 in the chat. We are gonna get out of here. We will see you Thursday night, late afternoon, early evening, and we'll be looking at some channels and hopefully just having a good time Thursday night. Jason, you and I are gonna have to talk on the phone here a little bit. I got a couple ideas that you might try, so we'll sit down and talk on the phone. And I don't recall who it was. I know somebody wanted me to talk about the banner a little bit tonight. We will make that the subject next week, top subject next week, and do that then. So, everyone have a good evening. Take care, and we will see you Thursday. I've got a finish screen here somewhere. There we go. Night, everyone.